It's my favorite.
Gut instinct. So it's a real thing. That sixth sense that has been talked about forever is now becoming more and more talked about as AI is coming into play, and AI is proving it doesn't have that instinct. It doesn't have that
sixth
sense that you get from experience, or that 10,000 hours, and that. So Kahneman talked about it in terms of System 1 and System 2 thinking. That quick, sharp System 1 thinking that comes from the gut is something we need to recognize and leverage in 2026.
Probably the book that was most consumed easily by people was Blink, and it was on that 10,000 hours piece, but it was basically, how an expert, after having put in, whether it's 10,000 or 5,000 or 50,000 deliberate hours of study, how they can look at something and immediately tell that's not right, or this. But when they were asked, why do you think that's not right? And they had to justify their answer with specific tactical things that they were wrong on the things they were trying to come up with to justify it. Their instinct was correct. But when they tried to justify it in the way normal people would express themselves, it was way off base. In fact, sometimes they can talk themselves into a different solution. The book that I was talking about in How We Decide talked about that a lot. And towards the end, that whole instinctual piece, that sixth sense, and how it emphasized that really can't be underestimated. Dan Brown came out with a book in 2025 that wound up talking a lot about the sixth sense from a fictional perspective, but he does a lot of research before he writes this fiction. So the intuition is good over analytics. If you're doing a lot of analysis and then you let it be and you walk away, it's your subconscious that's accessing your intuition. You can overanalyze the heck out of things and actually be wrong, but consuming the data and then walking away from it, taking a nap, watching something mindless, listening to some instrumental music, those things can often bring the solution to fruition just because your subconscious has been allowed to take over all that consumption of data.
Yeah, I think the important thing for leaders to understand is they still need to trust their gut. They still need to trust their instincts and not necessarily rely on AI or an outsider's opinion. When it comes down to that differentiator, that gut instinct isn't something that you're going to get off the internet.